Get ready to embark on lucid journeys. Explore the Philip Ashling multiverse.
All right, so welcome everyone to this deep dive. And today we're going to be talking about something pretty wild.
Yeah.
We're going to be jumping headfirst into Philip Ashling's multiverse.
Have you ever had that feeling that, like, maybe what we experience day to day, maybe that isn't the only show in town?
Yeah.
Like, there could be, like entire worlds, whole other realities kind of humming just beneath the surface of what we usually perceive.
When we talk about lucid journeys, what are the big, recurring themes or ideas that we see in these excerpts?
Well, one thing that really jumps out is this connection between dreams and the possibility of interdimensional travel.
And I think one of the things that I found so compelling was this idea that dreaming, something we all do,
Right.
could actually be something really significant.
Yeah, it's like a gateway
Yeah.
to something bigger, something more.
So join us as we journey through the lucid multiverse of Philip Ashling, where dreams are more than just dreams.
And one last thought for you. If our dreams are glimpses into other realities, what stories might be unfolding within us every night?
That's something to think about.
Yeah. Okay, so what if you could, conjure up whole universes just by closing your eyes? Imagine having that kind of creative power, like a game designer, building landscapes, setting the rules, scripting adventures, but all inside your own head. Think about those amazing immersive worlds, games like Roblox or Minecraft, that incredible freedom to just create and explore whatever you want. Now, what if that exact same potential was right there inside your own dreams?
That's exactly the fascinating idea we're getting into today. We're talking about lucid dreaming. And really, it's about recognizing you're dreaming while you're dreaming and then, actually doing something with it.
Yeah.
Shaping the experience.
Right, and there are people who seem to experience this intensely, like Philip Eiling from the Lucid Journey stories. For him, it sounds like dreaming is practically this huge multiverse you can just navigate and even influence.
Yeah, it really paints a picture, doesn't it? Imagine that richness. A constantly shifting landscape that responds to your own awareness.
It really makes you think maybe our dreams aren't just these passive movies we watch at night. Maybe they're more like, I don't know, these huge internal landscapes just waiting for us to step in and become active players.
That's a great way to put it, active players. And Philip's story, his ability to move through these dream spaces, it kind of hints at a capacity we might all have hidden away.
So that's our goal for this deep dive, right? To unpack how lucid dreaming lets you become the architect, the designer, inside your own dream world, like designing a game level, figuring out how you can start to consciously shape things, maybe even control what happens while you're asleep.
Exactly. And for everyone listening, we want to go a bit beyond just the surface idea. We'll be looking at the principles, maybe drawing some inspiration from how it's framed in things like the Lucid Journeys material to see how this mix of consciousness and creativity actually works. We're hoping for those aha moments
Right.
where you really grasp the potential here.
Okay, let's dig into that a bit more then. This idea of lucid dreaming as a skill. What does that practically mean for someone new to this, someone intrigued by taking control?
Well, fundamentally, it means it's not just luck. It's not something you either have or you don't. It's something you can actually cultivate. Practice. Things like dream journaling, for instance, that's often mentioned as a starting point.
Dream journaling, how does that help?
It's all about heightening your awareness. Awareness of your own mind, both when you're awake and, crucially, when you're dreaming. So by writing down your dreams, you start noticing patterns, weird details. And you also practice questioning reality during the day, like, am I dreaming right now? That habit, that questioning, starts to bleed into your dreams, and eventually you might ask it while dreaming.
Okay, so that moment of recognition. That's the key. That's the lucid awareness you mentioned, the first step.
That's it, precisely. That's the gateway. Recognizing the dream state from within the dream state. It's the absolute crucial first step.
So it's less like a random magical event and more like, I don't know, learning piano. Something you actively practice and get better at.
That's a really helpful analogy, yes. And once you get that awareness, that's when the possibilities really open up for interacting with the dream. You start to gain a level of influence, maybe even control. Once you know it's a dream, you can try to change things.
Which brings us right back to that cool idea of designing your own dream space, doesn't it? Like having your own private Minecraft server in your head.
Exactly. It captures that feeling of being the administrator, the creator of your own mental world while you're asleep.
Wow. So you could conjure up a beach or a crazy futuristic city or some alien world, and just explore it.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Imagine creating any environment you can think of,
Yeah.
exploring it, interacting with whatever's there, maybe even changing the rules or the landscape itself.
Mm.
This taps into themes like confidence, creativity.
Mm-hmm.
The act of consciously shaping your dream world is, well, it's incredibly empowering. It can really unlock your imagination.
And thinking about Philip Isling again, accessing a multiverse of interconnected dimensions. I mean, okay, maybe we won't all be doing that right away.
Haha. Probably not immediately, no. But it points to the sheer potential, doesn't it? The vastness of what could be explored and created in our own minds once we gain that lucidity.
Yeah, definitely.
And even on a simpler level, think about dream symbols. We all have them, right? Personal meanings tucked away in our dreams. With lucid awareness, you could potentially interact with those symbols in the dream. Ask them what they mean, maybe. Get insights into your own subconscious.
Like having a direct line to your inner self, but you're consciously guiding the conversation within the dream.
Sort of, yeah. Guided by your waking awareness, but within the dream context. It's a fascinating possibility for self-discovery.
Okay, so for someone listening now, maybe thinking, yeah, I want to be the architect of my dreams. I want that creative sandbox. What's a really concrete first step? How do you actually start trying to open that first gate?
Well, the most recommended starting point is almost always dream journaling. Consistently. Just making the effort every morning to write down whatever you remember, even fragments. This seriously boosts your dream recall. You can't become aware in a dream if you don't remember having dreams in the first place.
Right. Makes sense. You need the raw material first. So journaling helps you remember.
Exactly. It builds your awareness of your typical dream content. The themes, the feelings, the weird logic jumps. This makes it easier to spot when you're actually in one later.
And the reality checks, those things people talk about, like looking at your hands or trying to push a finger through your palm during the day.
Yes, those are crucial too. The idea is to make checking reality a genuine habit when you're awake. Ask yourself, seriously, am I dreaming? Multiple times a day. Test your reality in small ways. The more you do it awake, the higher the chance that habit will pop up when you are dreaming.
And that's the moment. When you do a reality check in a dream and it fails, like your finger goes through your hand, or text changes when you look away and look back.
That's the trigger. That's the moment of recognition. Whoa, I'm dreaming. And that's when you pivot from being passively carried along by the dream to potentially becoming that active creator, that dream designer.
It really is like unlocking a hidden mode in a game, isn't it? Shifting perspective entirely.
It is, and it's framed as this journey, this expansion of awareness and potential within these inner worlds.
And you mentioned potential for personal growth too, like confidence. How does that work?
Well, think about it. You could potentially practice things in a lucid dream. Face a fear, rehearse a speech, try a difficult skill. All in a space where you know you're fundamentally safe and in control. That feeling of succeeding, of overcoming something, even in a dream, can have a real spillover effect into your waking confidence and abilities.
That's a really powerful connection. So bringing it all together, just like someone might spend hours building amazing things in Roblox or Minecraft, lucid dreaming offers that same kind of creative potential, that freedom, but the playground is the limitless space inside your own mind. You're the architect.
It's an incredibly empowering idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
The potential to direct your experience, boost creativity, explore your own imagination. It's all there.
So maybe, as you're getting ready for sleep tonight, just consider, what if tonight's the night? The night you take that first step towards becoming the architect of your own dreams. That first gate, that moment of realizing, I'm dreaming. It's waiting.
Which leaves us with a really interesting thought, doesn't it? If your dreams truly became your blank canvas, completely open to your imagination and intention, what kind of worlds would you build? What adventures would you create? What would you choose to explore?